Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another episode of the SITREP. And I am here with William from the YouTube channel NinjaBill1000. William, how are you doing this evening?
Good. Yourself?
Doing very well. First off, I want to thank you for coming on to the show and appreciate you taking your time out to talk to me.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Awesome, too.
All right. Well, first, tell my people a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm darn near 50, got real close to it. Probably one of the older folks you see around. I do a lot of convention work for anime conventions, science fiction conventions, a few book conventions too, little ones. I pretty much I take care of my family right now, my elderly parents. I used to be a network technician, and now I, of course, take care of my parents. I have them here in my home and take care of my elderly folks, and that's pretty much takes up a lot of my time. I'm semi-retired now, so I pretty much, and obviously as you can see back there, and I collect Transformers, and that's my.
You wouldn't be on my show if you didn't.
I also was until about a few years ago big into Gundam stuff. Hey. Giant city smashing robots. It's my bag.
Nice.
And I'm a huge Tokusatsu fan. If you're not familiar with Tokusatsu, here in America, think Power Rangers. But there it's like a Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Godzilla, things like that.
Yep, I knew Godzilla. Out of everything you just said, I know Godzilla. And
yeah.
You are also a Army veteran, correct?
Hoorah! I am indeed.
Excellent. I am so surprised how many veterans I have met that are into Transformers. It is so cool. So definitely a big hoorah to you.
Oh yeah, hoorah to you back. It is an honor to be here. So thanks for having me, and thank you for your service, my friend.
Oh, thank
you.
My
brother. You're my brother through and through. I don't know you, but you're my brother. All who served is my brother.
All right. Well, how the SITREP works is I have 10 questions. 5 for you regarding your hobby collecting Transformers, and 5 for you as a YouTuber. And if you're ready to rock and roll, we'll lock and load and take fire.
Let's do it.
All right, sir. Question number 1.
Don't call me sir, I work for a living. I said, don't call me sir, I work for a living.
All right, man. Question number 1.
Old Army motto. Come on now.
Hey, I'm from West Virginia. I'm very polite. That got me in trouble in basic training a lot. We had female drill sergeants, and I kept calling them ma'am.
Yep, I know.
I did a lot of push-ups. Oh my God, I did a lot of push-ups.
I'm right there with you. I grew up in a home. I was raised by my grandfather, and we served and ma'amed everybody. So it got me in a lot of trouble, basic and AIT, and right up on through. Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Yeah. See, we get sidetracked in these SITREPs, man. Where'd you go to basic?
I went to Fort Lost in the Woods, Missouri,
Fort Sill myself.
Yeah. Yep. Fort Leonard Wood in Missouri, and yeah, it's middle of dang winter, 4.5 feet of snow. You can imagine. Oh wow, that was awful. Oh, I remember that. That was an awful experience. Oh, I wished I would have went somewhere else, anywhere else, but Fort Lost in the Woods, Missouri. I'm telling you.
Man, we sit there and flashback all night. All right, back to the SITREP. Question number 1: what's the appeal of Transformers for you?
Well, I'm going to kind of get philosophical on this one, if you and the viewer don't mind. Transformers, to a lot of people, means a lot of different things. To me, it speaks to us as people. Transformers, in many ways, is about change. The characters themselves change through everywhere from G1 to comics, all the way up to now. All the characters have changed in some ways or another. Not just physically transformed from a vehicle or whatever. No, I'm talking about their personalities, the core of their beings. They change. just like we do. We change. We transform every second, every minute, every hour, every year of our lives. We transform ourselves. And that's what Transformers means to me, in short.
That's awesome, and that is pretty deep.
Yeah, like I said, philosophical and part.
I like it. I like it. All right, question number 2. Aside from G1, which is always the number one answer, what's your favorite Transformer fiction?
Oh boy. Now, some folks may agree or disagree. I liked Car Robots. I should rephrase that. I liked the Car Robots line. It's one of my favorite line of toys of all time. Even with these new ones, they're fantastic and all that, but I think it's probably one of the best lines ever produced. But from the fiction-wise, I have to say it was probably, I've enjoyed a great deal of many of them. Of course, a lot of people say TF Prime, and that's great.
Right now on my show, Beast Wars is the number one answer.
Yeah, and Beast Wars was pretty good. A little story about that. So, and this may apply to you as well. So there I am in Kuwait, and I walk into our billet area, and I hear this show that somebody's watching, and then I hear the word, Megatron, and it was the episode where Megatron is standing over G1 Optimus Prime's body. Okay, and I was like, what is this? What the hell is this? What are you watching? And there was a E4 there, and he was like, oh, this is Beast Wars, and I'm like, holy, how do I not know about this? Because I've been out of it for a while, and I was like, oh my gosh. So a little tangent there. I'm sorry to get off track, but that's how I found out that the Transformers line had continued, because I watched much of the series up in the early season 4, where it cut off and then went to Japan. It started just right off, Headmasters and Victory and all that stuff. And Zone, Zone, I don't even want to talk about Zone. Ugh.
I still need to watch those. I've tried watching Headmasters over and over again.
Zone is probably the worst intro music and a theme I have ever heard in Transformers Zone. Oh my God, even thinking about it.
No singing on my show, please.
I couldn't sing if I wanted to. But,
since I've been doing my Pretender reviews lately, I've had a lot of people comment that I need to watch Master Force. So I think I'm going to
Master Force is pretty good.
Buckle down and get that one.
But for my favorite series, I'd have to say it was Victory. I really liked Victory. It had a lot of Gundam feel, and whatnot. And one of that sort of sidetrack. I'll get right back on track, I promise. But sidetrack is one thing I go to at a lot of anime conventions, and me being a Transformer fan, I even had a couple of Transformer panels there where I show up the toys and some various pictures from other various series and whatnot. And people are saying, yeah, but Transformers aren't anime. And I'm like, really? Because Sunbow wasn't an American company. Toei wasn't an American company, and Toei is very famous for some very, very popular anime. So it's an anime. So people always say what Transformers isn't an anime. Technically, the first series was an anime. But anyway, back on track. I really do think that Victory is my favorite series.
Cool. Real quick story, just going over a little bit what you just talked about. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, and that's where I got my Optimus Prime tattoo on my arm.
Yeah.
And it was a couple days later, I was visiting some family, and we went into this game shop, Gundam shop thing. And, of course, it's in the summer, it was in the spring. And I was wearing a tank top because I wanted the tattoo to get some air. And when I walked in, this dude looks at it. Of course, it's Optimus Prime waving the American flag. And he looks at me and goes, well, you know that Optimus Prime is Japanese, don't you? So I looked at him and says, no, Convoy is Japanese. Optimus Prime is American.
There you go.
He gave me a look and walked off, so I won that one.
Good on you. Good on you. Good on you.
All right, number 3.
I got some family live up near you, too. The Burgesses, they live up near you, so.
Nice.
Yep, they're in North Carolina, and we're not. Some in Virginia. I got them all over the place.
All right, number 3. Do you have a favorite figure or grail in your collection? One that you would never let go of. You have to sell everything. He's got it. He's got it. He's going to go get it. What shall it be?
Gogeta. This guy went to me in Kuwait. He was with me. I packed him in my duffel. I'm not kidding. I'm not even kidding. This guy has been everywhere with me. Everywhere. He is the last thing to leave. If I move somewhere, he's the last thing to move out of the house and the first thing in the new place. Seriously. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. This has been everywhere with me. And as much as I love my Transformers, this is my personal good luck charm. Because, like I said, he was even in Kuwait with me, and everywhere I go, it seems like, he brings me fortune. So he's my good luck charm, Godzilla right here.
That was totally unexpected. I love it. I love it.
I know, but as far as Transformers figures go, oh, wow. Wow. Oh, I've got so many. Probably my G1 Omega Supreme. A while back, I did a video of my top 10, and then I show that Omega Supreme still in packaging and whatnot. But I think I would keep him above everything else, even though I've got so many others. And believe it or not, I think you've seen on Facebook several of my posts where I've even in my old screen name where I showed like my Prime shells and whatnot. Seen back there, you can see the Prime shells back there. But
nobody else can, but I could.
And
got a nice shelf.
Yeah. Well, when the viewers see this though, but I've got more of him than any other character. Yet he's not my favorite Transformer character. I think one of the questions will lead into that later. So anyway, Godzilla.
That's number 5, but we're going to number 4 first. Which is, what is your white whale? What is your most wanted toy? This is one, if you found, you could actually quit collecting.
Oh, I wouldn't quit collecting. I can answer
that. I always say that anyway. Nobody ever says, yeah, I'm going to stop collecting. I just need to leave that off.
To be honest, I would love, and here's the thing is, I don't shop online is because several times I've had my identity stolen, twice as a matter of fact. So I don't do any online shopping anymore. A lot of people say, well, or tell me, when I say I can't find those figures, we'll go online. Well, that's great for you, perhaps. I've been once bitten, twice shy. 2 times, never doing it again. So I go through retail, and I've never, not once, found any Titan class figure. Not once. So I own none of that. And by golly, I would love to have even one of the Titan class figures. Even one. Like this new Omega that's coming out. Wow. I mean, I own every Omega Supreme toy, official versions only, that has ever been produced, for retail. And I want that one really bad. Really bad.
He's a great figure. I'm going to wait and hope for a good Black Friday sale because I'm trying to save up for TFCon. So I'm trying to not buy anything, which is hard when you're...
In your latest video, you're talking about that at the end of your video, and you pulled up your jar there. Yep. It's just that I want a Titan class Omega Supreme. I would love to have any of the Titan class ones, honestly, but that one.
The only Titan class I saw in retail was Combiner Wars Devastator at a Toys R Us in Ohio. I went to visit my brother, and there was a Toys R Us, and that was the only time I ever seen one on retail.
I've never seen one, and a lot of those stores aren't near. I live in the middle of bum bleep bleep nowhere. I mean, it's just I look to the north of my house. North is that way from me. Okay, that's directly north. Where I'm pointing straight on is north, right? I look out my window. I got cornfields. I look east, cornfields. I look west. That's behind me. That's a river, and then cornfields beyond that. I look south of me that way, and again, soybean and cornfields. I mean, that's where
You're a good place to visit if you want to watch a movie, I guess. You got plenty of popcorn.
There you go. There you go. I don't eat the stuff, but there you go. Popcorn is one of those things where it don't. Yeah.
I spend way too much on popcorn when I go to the movies. All right, number 5. What is your favorite Transformer character? Any fiction, any media?
Shockwave.
Shockwave.
You don't even have to finish the question. Shockwave.
Which version?
Any version. Shockwave. That's the truth. I am a straight up Shockwave fanboy. I have been since I first saw him in the movie. Straight up, just the '86 film I'm talking about, folks. By the way.
So you never saw him before in the cartoon? The movie was your first introduction to him?
Yep. Oh no, I thought for some reason I think I saw him first in comics and then he appeared in the cartoon. I could be mistaken about that order.
The comics did come first.
Yep, because I think he appeared in comics first. I'm pretty sure. I have many of those and original Marvel prints, and I think he came in. That's where I first saw him. And
he showed up first in issue number 4, where he came in and just took out everybody. And then in issue number 5, which is probably the best Transformer comic book cover ever.
Yes, agreed.
It's awesome.
Yes, I was speechless there for a second because I'm picturing it in my mind because it is a fantastic image. Art all dead. I mean, it's just wow.
All right, well, that's it for the Transformers questions. Now it's time to talk to you about being a YouTuber. So question number 6, what possessed you, a grown-ass man, an old grown-ass man, as you said, to do toy reviews on YouTube?
Family. That short answer is family. My brother, for example, you have one child, correct?
Yes.
Add 10 more to that.
No.
That's the reaction people normally give when they find out that my brother has 11 children. The oldest is 19. The oldest is 19. The youngest is 3. So, yeah, he's been busy. I don't think he got time for anything else with that many kids. But
long winters there in the cornfields, I guess.
Well, no, he lives in Minnesota now. He lives up there in Minnesota. I'm telling you what. But those kids, when they come over here, I have to lock my room door. They want in here. They want to see and play with the Transformers. And I'm like, no. My toys. Mine.
Man, I have trained Dylan since day 1. He still will not touch anything in here without my permission.
I'm just so what I do instead is I started in my old channel making these toy reviews more just to show up the toys so they can watch them, and I do buy them and their parents buy them the toys, and if I give it a good rating, if they like what they see and they think it's safe for their children, well, they buy them, or I buy them. And so really my channel came about as a way to share my collection and the toys I buy with those children. And that's really the only reason I still do it, is because I know they enjoy watching it. And that anybody else enjoys the channel is amazing to me. I mean, honestly, I am, anytime somebody comments or likes it or mentions me I am just simply thrilled beyond reason, because I don't understand why anybody would. And I'm a low number subscriber. I just reached 73, I think, last week.
I think you were at 73 when I snagged your image today.
Yeah, so, the fact that 73 people bothered to actually like the work that I do surprises the heck out of me.
Especially with YouTube, because there are so many of us.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to track, hard to get a foothold.
I know, and I like to call us review tubers, because that's what we do. Almost in the literal sense, that's what we do. But I do it for the kids. I really do. I do it because we as adults, we looked at these toys sometimes more objectively as a collector. A lot of people do, than subjectively, and some do are subjective about it. But when they look at it, when a child looks at your videos or my videos, what are they seeing? That's my thought process. What are they seeing? I want their imaginations to be sparked. I want them to look at that toy and say, I want it. I want to play with it. I want to have it. That's my thought process in here. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Well, you just answered number 7 too, which is what keeps inspiring you to get in front of your camera. So, killed 2 birds with 1 stone right there.
Oh, yeah, yes.
It's good answers. Good answers.
Mm.
All right, so we're going to skip on to number 8. There are thousands of toy reviewers on YouTube. What makes you different than the rest?
Oh, they're so much better than me. I don't know. What was the question again?
There are thousands of toy reviewers on YouTube. What makes you different than the rest?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I just try to be completely honest about what I'm looking at. I try to be quick. My videos aren't always that quick. I try to keep it within a 20-minute range. Never happens. Sometimes it does, but, you know, I try to be quick. Honestly, I don't know. I think, like, I'm going to do a shout-out early because, like, there are so many people. No, I'll wait, because I know that's one of the questions. But there are so many.
For those of you that don't know, I usually send my guests the questions ahead of time to prepare a little bit. So, well, that's fair. That's fair. I can go ahead and skip that one. When I was first writing these questions, I was kind of targeting people, kind of like the high numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as I got to know them, because some of the first guests I have were, you know, guys that have been doing this for a long time, and then the more this started picking up, I tried to grab newer guys, you know, because I still am a newer guy in a way, and I just like to get the word out and let people introduce people to new reviewers. So. Yeah,
I think what sets me apart is, if anything, is the fact that I don't do a lot of editing, and I'm pretty much, mistakes and all is right there in your face when you're watching the video. And sometimes I edit out stuff. It's like I got a lot of blooper reels, as you said, and you and I have both said on Facebook, and other places in our own separate reviews, is that filming is not as easy as it seems. I mean, there's sometimes where I've had to, like that Megatron review that I posted today. I must have reshot that thing 5 times before I just said, you know what? I'm just uploading this. I don't care anymore.
Well, if you saw just give you an idea how much effort goes into, say, a 10-minute video, did you see the one where Bert the Stormtrooper and I reviewed 6 Gun at the same time?
Yes.
That was a lot of effort. Plus, we are talking via Facebook to each other all day long, lining up when we were going to do it. So that 10-minute video literally took all day. So.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of there are some people out there that think that this is just a point and go type of deal, and as much as I would love to say that that's what my videos are, there is a bit of editing, you know, where I add the intro theme, pictures and whatnot. Yes, there's that, but during the film I have learned, because children watch I know the children are watching I don't do a lot of swearing or whatnot. And even right now, as we're speaking, I don't know, because I know that once my family finds out about this, their kids are going to go watch that. So even right now, I've learned to control what I say when I'm filming, because I know darn well that one little word, and you know it as a parent, one little word is catchy.
Well, brother, we're Army vets. That's the best way to talk.
I'm telling you, one little word. Like I made the mistake of, when I was up with my family on vacation recently, I said the SH word, and the 3-year-old picked it up, and his mama just looked at me, and I'm just like, sorry.
Well, one of the questions somebody asked me in my little blooper video I put up the other day is your son in your room when you're cussing like that? And I was like, no, trust me, my son is nowhere near me when Army me kicks in.
It's just, I was like, oh, sorry? I don't know what to say. So I guess what separates me, long story short, is that I don't do a lot of editing in my videos. It's not point and go, but at the same time, it's pretty close to it.
Good deal. All right, number 9. What's your thoughts on the Transformers social community, i.e. YouTube, Facebook, etc., and do you have any special shout-outs?
Well, yes, I do. Okay, first, to answer the first part is that I feel that we are a pretty tight group. There's some disparate, what's the word I'm looking for?
Trolls?
Yeah, yes. I was trying to think of a polite way to put it, but yeah, there are folks out there that make us look bad. That goes without saying. That goes with any fandom. That's in general, it goes with any fandom. And while I've only ever experienced that once so far on my current channel, generally I'm on Facebook communities. I am part of quite a few of them, TF Wiki, FanNet, Repro Labels, Transformers, such, Collectors NL, and those groups, great groups, a lot of great people in both of those, and they're of course managed really well as well. So, and that helps when you have people who are active, who manage those pages, are active on those pages and help, so that really helps. But I think all in all, we're a pretty tight group. And then there's a lot of the small review tubers, again, as I like to refer to people like us, who review toys and whatnot, who are also really good people who just want to share their passions with, or their collections. I can't speak for everybody why they do this, but a lot of us just do it because we are passionate about that stuff here. That we're passionate about it, so we want to share it with everybody. So I think we're a pretty good group. Pardon me. I like a lot of the folks that I talk to. Of course, now a lot of people don't recognize the new name, Shinobi Biru, which means Ninja Bill. For those of you who don't know, because it was NinjaBill1000. My old one was Ninja Bill. And
I didn't. You friend requested me, and like, who the hell is this?
Ninja Bill. So I just used the Japanese because I was stationed in Japan. There in Okinawa for 2 years. So I learned a lot of the language and a lot of the cultures and whatnot, and I just picked it up and ran with it. So so I think it's a great community, and there are lots of great community people. I love sharing and spending time with online, obviously, like TF Fan Geek. Big shout out to him. Autocorrect Primer. I suggest people go. Great, both of them great channels. Autocorrect Primer. Those guys, I see them becoming very successful very fast. I mean, they're almost outpacing me in subscribers, and I think that's fantastic.
I'm familiar with TF Fan Geek. I haven't checked out Autocorrect Primer, so I'll give him a.
Oh yeah,
I'll take a look at him.
And subscribe. I suggest him and Nikki. Oh man, they're a fun couple, and their videos are a lot of fun to watch, and they're great people. I like them a lot. So big shout out to them. Others, Transformers and video games, of course, Dennis Moulton, there's a lot of people I enjoy watching. I like the bigger channels too, like Long's Reviews, Kevin Liu. I'm not sure if you're familiar. It's a Chinese guy. He gets a lot of toys before anybody else shows them off. Of course, he lives there
He lives where they're made.
Exactly. Let's see, of course, everybody mentions Get MGO or Pia or those guys, and they have great material as well. I watch them, obviously. I watch a lot of channels, too many to remember, honestly. A couple of folks you've had so far in SITREP, I probably watched most of them, not all of them, but most of them. And the new ones, I went out and checked their videos and subscribed to them as well. So, I'm just trying to be more active in the community. There's a lot of TF Fan Geek and Autocorrect. Trust me, Autocorrect Primer, go check them out. You'll like their stuff. They do a lot of the material we do, a lot of the toys we do. Some not so much that somebody else would cover, like they do a lot of the Cyberverse line and more children's toys, and that's fine. I love the way they present it. Regardless of what they're showing, they put the same passion and love into it, and that gets me going. And they're funny as hell. Excuse my language.
I just said hell a while ago too. I'll say it again.
There you go. But they're a great channel. I highly recommend your viewers and my viewers go check them out. I see them go their channel a rising star. I'm telling you. So big shout out to them. Big shout out to everyone who watches your channel and my channel, and to everyone who's been on your sit rep so far, because those guys are there for a reason. We all do this for a reason. So I'm not sure if I answered the question. Did I?
You answered the question perfectly. All right, last question. Do you have any channel goals for yourself, and where can our viewers find you? This is your chance to plug yourself.
Channel goals. Would be bad to say I don't have any, other than just to keep doing what I do. I would like probably maybe 200 subscribers. I'm not sure if I want to like more, but the reason is because I actually like answering comments. I really enjoy reading comments and participating in the comment section of my videos. I really like that interaction. And when you start getting really up in the numbers, I'm not sure that because I see these bigger channels, and while they make great material, they're not as interactive with everyone as I think they should be. Now, maybe that's just me.
No, it's not. I've talked to a few people, and I'm the same way. I try my best to comment on every comment given to me. Mm-hmm. And that's why I like this new YouTube beta editor, or YouTube beta, because you can go into and select comments, and they'll all be on the screen. So you can just start going down the list, which makes it a little easier. So usually that's what I'll do. If I get a spare moment, I'll pop that up and try to answer as many as I can. But I know that people appreciate when you reply back, because I had one guy, he commented something, and I replied back, and he's like, "Oh my God, I didn't even think you'd reply to me."
Yeah.
So, and I'm the same way. If I get on somebody's channel and I ask them something, at least thanks for watching or something. But if they don't even acknowledge you, I feel like, okay, am I beneath you that you're not going to even acknowledge me? So I don't want to treat my people like that.
Yeah, because I like that interactivity. It's why the comments are there, in my opinion. It's why the comments are there. The comments are there for that interactive. They want that interaction. That's why some are trolls. Yes, that happens too.
Oh yeah, I get them. I get plenty of them.
But a lot of it is just I like that interactivity. And so for me personally, yes, 1,000 would be nice, or whatever number, your numbers, and that's fine. That's great. But I'm not sure I find the time to answer 1,000 comments. I could probably do it. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but it would be more of a challenge time-wise for me to do so. So I think 200, if my channel would grow to something, would probably be that golden number for me. 100.
Well, as of right now, I'm borderline hitting that 1,400 mark, but still, I only average maybe about 20 comments of videos, so you don't get really that overwhelmed with the comments, at least not yet. Nice.
Good. That's good to know, because that's a bit more reassuring, because I like interactivity. The other part of the question is, what was the other part of the question?
Plug yourself.
Oh, okay.
Where can our viewers find you? Plug yourself.
Shinobi Biru on that's Shinobi SHINOBI Biru BIRRU. It's sort of the English Bill is my name. William, as he said in the beginning, Bill is my name, so it's sort of the English saying of Bill. Biru.
Don't worry, guys. I'm going to link it in the description.
Yep, that's my Facebook account. You can find me on Twitter, NinjaBill on Twitter. I think that's about the only, and besides my YouTube account, NinjaBill1000. It's pretty much the only places I'm at right now. I don't do a lot of other social media. I frankly, I don't have time for it. And that's only because of, again, I do home care for my elderly parents, so I'm not all darn near elderly too. So what am I talking about? And
hey man, don't be dissing it too bad. I'm right behind you.
So yeah, you're about ready to hit the 50, are you?
About 4.5 more years.
Yep. I got you beat a little bit because I'm a 70s. I was already 14. This will tell you how old I am. I was already 14 by the time the cartoon hit the airwaves. So,
So you got 4 years on me then.
yep. That's the same as my little brother. He's 4 years younger than me. So, but
You
I,
don't have as much gray in your face though as I do. I don't.
oh, and long, full hair too. But well, it's thinning out, but it gets there. No, that's because I live. I okay, so I had a stroke a few years. That's why this side of my face kind of is, kind of set a little lower. My eyes, you probably can see it, but
Didn't even notice.
oh well. And some folks do, but I had a stroke when I was 30. When I was 30, I had just gotten out of the army and I had a stroke, and it damn near killed me. And I got extremely lucky. A lot of my memories are gone. Some are like, I can't miss what I don't have, obviously. But so, and before that, I damn near, I had swore again. Sorry about that, folks. But I damn near
He
died.
was referring to something that blocks the water. That was the dam he was talking about.
There you go. But and I died. I've been clinically dead before, and I found in life that just I don't stress over much anymore. I don't, because life's too darn short. So, reason why I ain't got a whole lot of grays here. It could be worse. Is like my younger brother who has 11 kids. He's nothing but gray hairs. He's nothing but gray hairs, and nope. I don't stress over things. If something happens, I do what the old army adage: I adapt and overcome.
Hooah.
That's just me. If something bad happens, okay, this happened. A, what I can do about it? B, how am I going to accomplish it? And then I move on. I suck it up and move on. That's just the way I live my life. It's
That's how you got to do it.
Yep, suck it up and drive on. That's exactly how I live my life. And again, old army, you'll know it. Suck it up and move on, soldier. That's what we did. That's what we learned. We accomplished what we had to do.
All right, brother. Well, that is it. That completes the 10 SITREP questions. Once again, I want to thank you for coming on and
Thank you for having me.
spending some time with me. And for the viewers out there, I will link NinjaBill1000's channel in the description of this video. And at the very end, during my outro, when you see Optimus Prime waving that American flag, I'll have a link to a couple of his videos and his channel.
Awesome.
So, guys, thanks for checking out the SITREP. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. I try to put out videos at least twice a week, just depending on my schedule. I do G1, I do toy hacks, I do the SITREP. Guys, this is Patriot Prime signing out. Hooah!